see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are, I bet you can. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are, I bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, burn everybody. Bang ting wife, go money to something. Bang bang. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my You're on the floor, I'm still holding my Want me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling.
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city, from the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. The Philadelphia 76ers begin the game with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Richardson to Tobias Harris. Curling inside. That's no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Driving right to the basket. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
From the outside, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Simmons to Allen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. 4-3. Well defended. To Simmons. Screen coming. Simmons to Tobias Harris. From long range, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
I got ball.
We get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. Harris to Embiid. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Danny Green.
Mouse in the house.
Not that time. To Allen.
I got ball.
Embiid to Tobias Harris.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump, 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 bump.
Simmons to Embiid. And the Lakers with the rebound. For three. Tough shot. He hits.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Nice pass to set things up. Josh Richardson, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron with it up top. Leads 4. Joel Embiid, huge block. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Harris to Embiid. Anthony Davis tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Simmons to Richardson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Simmons to Richardson. No good. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Harris. They go down low to Simmons. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. 4th this contest.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Beyond the arc for 3. Not easy.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the 1st quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs.
Oh, it's quick work. Give it to him.
Brunson to Allen.
Here comes good. Here comes good.
Has a chance. Shot won't go. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
Double team, double team, double team.
To Caldwell Pope. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to set things up.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Brunson to Allen. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the 1st quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Richardson. That is great vision to set it up. And stuffs it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
It's Cook with the basketball. The lead is 11. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Brunson to Allen. Josh Richardson, 4 out of 7.
Shot, bro.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
I'd say his game is translating to the league just fine.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
Who gonna do this?
Brunson to Allen. Screen coming. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
New blood coming in for both sides. Cook to bring it into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter.
My boy.
Brunson.
I got ball.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
I got double.
They'll get it down to Davis. Nice pass to set things up. Lets it fly from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
I got him.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we...
I got him.
Around the perimeter to Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, keep him here. Make it tough on him.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
To Allen. Here comes the screen. Grayson Allen. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Don't let him get out.
To Kyle Kuzma.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Davis. Gets it in the left corner.
I got him.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Self-check.
To Embiid. No good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
To Allen.
Be alert. Here it come. Be alert.
There it is, Al Horford. He's now 4 for 6.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
This just blows my mind. The lane was so open. It almost looks like the offense is trying to make the layup even more difficult than what it was. They look bored out there. It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Davis. Kuzma, there's the toss. Now a steal by Philly. Josh Richardson, with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
4-3. Yes.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Goes to the left side. Curling inside. Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Embiid. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Double team. Here we go.
To Caldwell Pope.
Rotate. I believe in you.
From long range, shakes free and hits.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Sixers control it.
This is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball.
To Horford. Nice pass to get things going.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Davis.
I'm here.
For 3. Oh, good offense, beating. Good defense.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Match up, y'all.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Lakers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. the 76ers. May be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
First half stats. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
In the front court comes Rondo. His guys holding the big lead. Davis. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest? He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
To Richardson. Almost. And he's not getting the call.
Watch cut.
To Davis. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
LeBron James with the rock.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Here comes the screen. To James. The drive, right to the basket. From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Double.
I got your help.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down a bundle. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
James. No, I missed a short one there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Anthony Davis swats it. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. To James. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Screen coming, screen coming.
To Embiid. Anthony Davis with a piece. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Harris. To Simmons.
Hey, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Won't go.
All right here.
To James.
You got him, you got him. I'm here, I'm here.
To Danny Green.
Trap. Here we go. Double team. Double team.
Anthony Davis. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Grayson Allen to Simmons. Short jumper stays out.
You're on the island now.
Yeah. Me and you. 90 feet. Let's go. What you got?
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To James.
Here, come left. Left.
Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend. Grayson Allen to Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. To Davis.
I'm going. Run.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And he missed the free throw.
My ball.
Pick up.
To Brunson. You've got to get that one to go.
Double.
Can't connect from inside. To Allen. And he finishes at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Way to hit.
Got him.
Stop ball.
He don't want it.
To James. They work it down to Cousins.
You got him.
James. To Caldwell Pope. DeMarcus Cousins. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving...
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Watch that cutter.
To Allen. Driving right to the basket. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Horford, deep right corner. To Horford. And he'll go to the foul line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Al Horford, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Knocks down the first.
Good shot.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Caldwell Pope.
Come on. Trap.
Cruises inside for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And stuffs it home.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Mike Scott trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Oh, he can't connect. Brunson to Allen.
Here comes the screen.
Has a look. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Fires the three. Not getting the bounce. Grayson Allen. Won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. And the finish at the rim.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what the
2
old saying is, when you assume, you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Screen right.
Tough make through traffic.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Davis
I got double.
to James.
Make it pick it up. Make it pick it up.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
The pass set it all up.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
I got your help. Don't worry. Get mine.
Cutter. Coming through.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Harris to Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound gathered in by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping. That kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Cashes in for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Deep left corner. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count the bucket for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Block up. Here you go.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game stats. Player of the game. was cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Lakers. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Yeah, yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, 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 I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby.
Right now, Sam. 24 hours detective, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check, bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG, lie detective, don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Chill. Told her bye, bye, bye. Chill. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Chill. Got a lot of chill on me. Yeah. Couple M's in jewelry. Chill. I'm a wrist like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. I don't want to. I don't want to tell you that, mama. Main dogs can't just laying on the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kicking, she tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh. I'm picking rain still glisten. Chill. So don't lie. Ooh. No, you can't stand it. Yeah. I ask you why. Yeah. Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No. No, no, no. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, bought a broke bag. 24, time to show 'em what that.
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former national champion and National Player of the Year. What a run for Jay Williams.
If you want to tell the fans more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you, but I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball.
It's me, I got it.
Jermichael Green, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Anthony Davis pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Los Angeles has the basketball and stuffs it home.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Paul George to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
LeBron into the front court. They're down 3. They go down to Davis. Even to Zubats, snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard. Slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Lakers at the controls right now. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Davis. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
To James.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To George. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. For 3, second effort. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
Just like practice.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line.
Shoot it again.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes to the left side. Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul George. Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball. In his hands. He needs to be needed, and that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively, and that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Kawhi Leonard rejects it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go.
You're on the island now.
Paul George. From long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. A lot of contact, no whistle. LeBron James sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Has a chance. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Screw right.
Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
First one goes down. Hits a second, one more coming.
Way to hit.
3 for 3. Nice.
Hey, good shot.
Williams into the front court. Margins 8. To George. To Williams. Not that time.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here we go.
George to Miles Bridges. Wide open look, won't go.
I got ball.
Caldwell Pope against Paul George. It's LA Clippers ball. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Paul George, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. LeBron into the front court. His keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Williams. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Williams across the timeline.